Welcome back to Random Talk. I had to have it pulled up there because I knew I'd forget it. Um, yeah, I just want to take a brief minute to kind of reminisce a little bit about a friend who I met in high school. Um, I won't give his actual name on here. I can't remember if he's put his name out there on the channel. I know whenever I looked earlier, he had only, or rather, I should say, the last video he put out was 2 years ago. Bringing the bacon with Nate and Tristan. I think I could be wrong about that. Um, yeah, I have met him before in high school. He was in the JROTC program. I wasn't. My sister was. I think she was 2, maybe 3 grades behind me. I had my license to drive. She didn't. So anytime she had to stay over, I would have to go and get her after everything was said and done, and then go home. But anyway, while I was there, I would wait, and yeah, no, I got to be good friends with. I can't remember their names. One of them I remember. I think his rank was first sergeant. I could be wrong about that. I really don't remember. And there was another one. I don't think I ever did know what his rank was. I don't know. They just always called him sir as per his request, order, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, let's see. I forget exactly how we got to talking, but I know we did. And I remember one of the things that we had bonded over was the movie Major Pang. Specifically, the push-up scene, I think it was, where Major Payne was making the, I don't want to say, like big or chubby or anything, but, and I can't remember if the kid was. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. But I think he was like one chubby, 2 Hershey or something like that. But anyway, me and Nate had made a running gag out of it. And at the time, as far as I can remember, he could do push-ups really well, a lot better than I could. I think I could probably do 5 or 6, less now. I forget how many he could do, but every one of them, I would always start off with one chubby. I think somewhere around in there I started going Hershey, and now where I've got him as I'm friends with him on Facebook, but in my phone contacts, I've got him listed as Hershey for that reason. And any chance I get to talk to him, it seems like we'd always brought up the joke and, had a pretty good laugh about it. That's really the only interaction I remember from high school, the high school years. I think even he might have been probably about the same grade my sister was at the time. It it wasn't until, well, he'd have done had graduated, and I'm not sure when he did, but I know one night I'd seen him in Walmart. This had probably been, gosh, I don't know, 5 or 6 years after he had graduated. Maybe I could be wrong about that. I don't know. I don't think that I had done that bit to him whenever I see him that night. But we did talk, you know, a good 2 or 3 minutes, caught up a little bit. I think the next time that I had talked to him, I had I had changed jobs, and let's see, we were both on the same shift, but he was in a different department. But I think for like 2, 3 months, something like that, they had brought him over to my department because we were so short staffed at the time. And he was always in the back of the line. There for a little while, I would try to be around him because he was a familiar face. He was someone I knew to talk to. But even then, I'll admit that at first, and I think I told him this before, that I didn't recognize him at first. But once I did realize he was who I thought he was, it's like everything just, clicked right into place. And it's like we hadn't been apart at all for however long we were apart for. And it wasn't like a nightly thing that we would bring the bit up, but when we did, rest assured there was some laughter there. And thankfully, the job we were doing, as long as you were doing your job, you could cut up and carry on a little bit. Plus, it's pretty loud in there anyway, so a lot of times people beside you probably couldn't hear you unless you were, kind of, I don't want to say screaming at them, but, talking loudly and enunciating your words. Let's see, I think I said he was in that department with me for 2 or 3 months, I think. And then he got put back to his department because we had actually gotten some hired help, finally. After that, I don't know the reasons. I just know he quit. I think he found a better job somewhere else, I think. But I do know that he wasn't working at my place anymore. And I haven't seen him in person since. Then again, with lockdown and everything, it was kind of hard to meet up with people. But yeah, every now and then he'll message me on Facebook, or I'll message him, or even through texting. We'll kind of talk back and forth a little bit. But so far, I know this was like a brief glossing over, but there's just honestly stuff I don't remember at all. Period. So, Nate, if you ever happen to watch this and you happen to remember anything that I didn't, and you want it added in one of your own videos or in the comments or whatever, yeah, I'd love to hear from you, bro. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't I don't think so. Um, no, to the best of my knowledge, that's pretty much all I've got. Um, well, I do have another friend who, well, he has put out some videos before, maybe one or two. I, I can't remember if they were gag videos, and I can't remember his channel name. Uh, yeah, me and him met in high school too. Pretty tall. Yeah. Uh, let's see. Let's see. I know his name's not out there, so I'm not going to mention it. Um, yeah, like I said though, Nate, if you happen to remember anything and you want to put it in your own video, or if you want to put it in a comment on this video, please feel free. I'd love to hear from you again. Uh, yeah, you ought to catch up sometime, and maybe I could guest star on your channel once. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Even though I can't really cross my fingers all too well. Ugh, I don't like that. Yeah, this is I had to look at it again. Random talk. Signing out. Have a great night, day, whatever, wherever you live. And we'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Bye.